We're live.
Good morning, folks. Good morning, folks. Got a little technical difficulties here. One-man machine. That's what happens. Well, it's two-man machine, actually, right? It's just you and me, right? So that's just kind of how it works out. So.
Yeah, we're getting this thing started right now. What's up, Myron Master? What's up, Myron Master? You the first one on here this morning. What's up, Whoop Silk Poacher? You the second one on here this morning. You know why? Get some volume on that. What's up, babe? What's up, y'all? You got football with a dab of fish, NFL wildcard weekend. Homeboy Fish and Chocolate Hefe. Running a little behind schedule this morning. Technical difficulties.
It's okay, baby. We don't get paid for this.
It's okay, baby.
We don't get paid for this. So
We're running a little behind, but hold on a minute. Pause that for a second. Pause that. For y'all who are online right now, we're about to launch on X Squad Radio. Right now, live. Y'all gonna be the first one to hear this. We're about to get this thing started.
Hey, folks. This is just X Squad Radio is again a call-in number, a service, a podcast number, so it's not going to impact what we're doing here on the air. We're going to keep this thing moving. He's going to give you a number here shortly.
All right,
and
go ahead and give me right now. Hit me my music back. Let's get X Squad on the same page with us.
We're already on the same page.
What's up, y'all? This is X Squad Radio. You're listening to Football with a Dab of Fishing, featuring Chocolate Hefe and Homeboy Fishing. NFL Wildcard Weekend. Facebook. We on Facebook Live at the same time. Hashtag Football with a Dab of Fishing. And you can find us on any Facebook streaming. Go ahead and break it down. We off in this mug.
Hey, folks. We don't make the music, just play the music. So all your record producers, don't come after us. We don't have any money. Again, this is a free production, and we did this thing for the love of it. Hey, check this out, folks. This is the College Football Championship Weekend, also NFL Wildcard Weekend. So as you just heard, it's time to set it off on the gridiron this weekend. So we're going to see what's up. Shout out to the S Squad family, as Homeboy Fishing indicated. You can still find us on YouTube and on the X Squad Radio Network. Yeah. And Homeboy Fishing will give you more as we conclude the show today. All right?
Go ahead. We got Maurice, the program director, chiming in. Let everybody know. Good morning.
Here we go, folks. We got a format change this morning, okay?
Format change?
Yeah, we got a format change this morning because, we're independent operators, so we can do that.
We can
close the doors to the business so we can keep them open. That's kind of how we flow. Both fantasy football and the knockout pools are done, so you're going to get none of that. None of that. Well, before we get started now, who won the first annual Big Stick Fantasy Football League? Do you know? Chocolate. That's who did. Chocolate won that thing, but shout out to my nephew, Young Hefe, for hanging in there and finishing in second place. But check this out.
Hey. No one cares who finished second. No shout outs to you, Young Hefe.
Hey, Young Hefe.
No one cares who finished second.
That is true, but I want to give him a shout out. I didn't want to hurt his feelings here because the champ is here. That's what they say here. We're going to jump right into what's going on this weekend. We're going to jump right into the college football playoff game.
What, no Power 4?
No Power 4.
Tell me why.
Because ain't no Power 4. You got to show it and prove right now, baby. The Power 4 has already been ranked in the playoffs.
Hey, win or go home.
Win or go home.
Or you can go fishing with Homeboy Fishing.
Or you can go fishing with Homeboy Fishing. If you saw yesterday, he was fishing in the rain.
In the pouring down rain. But you know what? I still, guess what?
What's that?
Got some.
He still got some, folks, and that's what's up. But first, the big one, the championship game. Clemson versus Alabama, part 4. Clemson are 6-point underdogs. Do you want to get this started or shall I?
Yeah, okay, look. The two best teams are here. Central Florida, lost. Georgia, laid an egg. Where was Notre Dame defensive line and offensive line? The stunning linebackers. Where was the Heisman Trophy winner? The baseball player. You better see the baseball if he want a long career. Because he think Alabama got on him. Hey, he got to take it personally. I mean, this game will be won and lost by the quarterback. Tua, the flying Hawaiian. Trevor, Sunshine from Remember the Titans. Tua got over 3,000 yards passing, but he's throwing an amazing 67% completion rate.
And he only got like 4 interceptions.
I know. Trevor Lawrence, he's thrown for 2,600 yards with a 65%.
And he didn't start the season.
With 24 touchdowns. Tua's been there. But it's hard to beat the Sunshine. But he's going to be heavily pressured by Bugs and Williams.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be coming. Williams at number 92. He's only a sophomore. All right? But Clemson will be coming too, led by Farrell with 10.5 sacks this year. Homeboy Fishing going to break this down. Jalen Hurts is going to come in the game and save the game for Alabama. You heard it here first. Jalen Hurts, since Clemson's defensive line is so dominant, Alabama defensive line is so dominant, the game will be won by a backup quarterback. Jalen Hurts will come in, and he will save the game for Alabama and will turn around and be the number 1 pick off the board in this year's NFL draft. Alabama by 3. You heard it here first. Hey, I know I'm going out the way.
Hey, check this out. We need some thumbs up out there. Thumbs up. But Homeboy Fishing has been drinking something. He think that Jalen Hurts is going to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
Watch what happened.
Jalen Hurts. Let me get into it. The Hefe likes Clemson.
Tell me why.
And let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
I'm not going to dwell on the stats here, but here's a basic overview.
Okay.
Clemson got better on defense from last year. Alabama got better on offense from previous year. And those are my stats. For argument's sake, let's call the first 2 games in this 4-game series even, because both won. So what happened last year? Clemson's D didn't show up. And they were dominated by Alabama's defense. So, Clemson's offense didn't show up, and it was dominated by Alabama's defense. Alabama is about the same at running back, but they have drastically improved at quarterback with Tua, and their wide receivers are pretty fast and pretty good.
They're big.
Clemson counters with the ACC Player of the Year in running back Etienne that can take it to the house in an instant. And they have wide receiver Higgins that left the last year's game in the first quarter with a knee injury. If he would have caught that touchdown pass early in the game, it might have been a different game here. These two have lethal quarterbacks. As we call them, Sunshine 6'6" quarterback Trevor Lawrence will be the difference in this one. The rest of the nation may boycott this game, is what I'm hearing. Her tickets are as low as $100 right now.
What?
Correct. Except this time, Clemson comes out on top. Expect the Tigers to prevail in a thriller. Hey, folks, you like football? It's the last college football game of the year. You need to watch this one. Clemson by 5 in a thriller. We disagree on that one.
But you know what? When we talk later on in the show, I'm going to go back to this subject right
here.
We're
most definitely going to go back to
about exactly what you said.
We got some pretty good topics of the week.
About them $100 tickets.
We got some topics of the week. But guess what, folks? This is championship weekend and college football playoff weekend. So guess what? We're going to get right into the wild card games of this weekend. We're going to give it to you right now.
Wild card weekend.
We ain't holding back no punches this morning.
No punches.
We get right into it. So the first game, as a matter of fact, these wild card games are some of the best I've seen in a while. We got 10-6 Indy at 11-5 Houston. Guess what? Houston are only 1.5 point favorites at home.
Excuse me.
And if you are follow football, you always get 3 at home. So, Homeboy Fishing, who do you like?
Look, both teams are 9-2 since week 6. Time for the best records. Both teams are very similar. Indy knew what it was doing when they iced Andrew Luck for the past year and a half. Everybody forgot about Andrew Luck. Indy didn't. Watkins has Hopkins, who has, you ready for this?
Say that 3 times.
Watkins has Hopkins. That has an amazing stat now. Y'all listen. He has 115 receptions without a drop. That is correct. 115 receptions without a drop.
He got some large hands,
he's snatching anything that comes.
He's the best, to me, the best pure catcher in the game.
Right. But what do they qualify as a drop? Anything that they feel that you should have caught.
Yeah,
he's catching everything that's thrown to him. But Luck got T.Y.
Who?
T.Y. Hill.
He's good.
You ready for this, though? He averaged 157 yards against the Texans every time. That's his average against the Texans. And only a 80 yards reception versus everyone else in the league. Colts went from worst to the playoffs. But this is the difference. Watkins has been sacked 3.9 times per game for a whopping 62 times this year. So you know what that means? Way too much luck for the Colts. Indy by 14. You heard it here first. Both teams are the same, but sacks.
Hey, check this out. Very good picks. Like your stats in there. I got better stats. Check this out here. The Hefe likes Indy. And let me tell you why.
You like Indy too?
They played twice on the road this year, and both teams won on each other's field by 3 points. But I'm going to focus on the last game, and I'm going to tell you why. The last game, Houston was riding a 9-game winning streak before Indy came into town and won by 3. They were kicking butt. T.Y. Hilton had 199 yards in that game victory. 199 yards. And Andrew Luck had a big day, throwing for 399 and 3 touchdowns. Indy, you can argue with me all day, might be one of the hottest teams in the AFC right now. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Why? Because their offensive line. Luck has been sacked only 17 times this year compared to Deshaun Watson. How much?
62.
62.
You know what? Someone said that to me. Their offensive line plays like a defensive line.
Indianapolis has a very good line. They are protecting Luck. Like you said, they knew what they were doing last year by sitting them down. They got the line to protect them now. That line and the fact that Houston cannot cover T.Y. Hilton will be enough to pull out the upset. All-pro quarterback Deshaun Watson will keep it close. But even a superstar effort won't be enough for this one. Indy wins by 3 again.
Look at him, Maurice. You're wrong.
Hey, everyone has opinions, right?
Everybody got opinion, like everybody got something else. Roll on to the next game.
Let's keep it on here. Next game. And this goes out to all of those bandwagoneers out there.
Bandwagoneers.
We got 10-6 Seattle at the #1 bandwagon team, Tony Dorsett, Roger Staubach win, Dallas Cowboys 10-6.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Dallas is a favorite by 2 at home. So, who do you like, homeboy Fisher?
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Ollie Owens. Dallas Cowboys suck.
It's a lot of folks out there. T.K. Wiggins. I'm not even going to begin
we ain't going to talk. Sean Simpson. I'm just throwing some names
out there. Those are the real
there.
fans. We need to talk about the bandwagon
We talk bandwagon fan. But anyway,
you see this right here?
Somebody tell me, how did Seattle get into the playoffs? I'll tell you.
Talk to me.
Because Sierra gave that whole team some goodies. She gave the whole team that goodies. All right?
That don't even sound right.
She gave the whole team goodies.
She gave the whole team goodies? That don't even sound right,
They got the number 18th rated offense. But, surprisingly, they have the #1 rushing offense.
Yeah, they run football.
They run the football. So, 2017, last time they met, Christmas Eve, Seattle beat Dallas 21-12. So Dallas get Cooper, a legit #1 receiver. But Dallas is not a legit passing team. You know that, don't you?
That's true. They're inconsistent.
Pete Carroll
consistently inconsistent
would get them out their game and shut down that run game. 8 to 9 man boxes all day long. And put the pressure of the game on Zeke. Double cover Cooper and put it on Dak. Because Dak cannot win throwing the ball. You know what? He's not that type of guy. So, Russell in the spoiler, at home, in the Cowboys. You heard it here. It's going to be Dallas Cowboys losing by 7 to Seattle. You heard it here because Sierra gave the whole team them goodies.
Them goodies. Man, let me tell you something, man. I think homeboy Fisher might expect a knock at his door from Russell Wilson. How dare you say that man's wife gave the goodies to the whole team,
I'm
man?
not saying what the goodies are. You saying what the goodies are.
I'm just making an assumption. You know what that is. Moving on. The Hefe likes them boys. Them boys. Let me tell you why.
You bandwagon him?
Let me tell you why.
Are you bandwagon him?
I done hopped on the back of Dallas bandwagon. Let me tell you why. On paper, this game is about as even as it gets. Both quarterbacks take a lot of sacks. Dak has took 56 this year. Wilson has took 51, according to Pro Football Focus. It's a website you guys can get your stats game on. Both teams get after the quarterback. Seattle has 44 sacks as a team and 65 hits on the quarterback. Dallas has 43 and 56 hits on the quarterback. Very evenly matched teams. But quarterback Russell Wilson is clutch.
He is.
He might be the best clutch quarterback in the game right now. And I'm going to say it. I ain't even talking about Brady. I'm talking about Russell Wilson.
He's got them good.
But Dallas defense is 7th overall and 5th against the run. And Seattle reversed their slow start by what you said by running the football effectively.
Running?
They do it with 3 backs. But that plays right into the Cowboys' strength, which is stopping the run. So, Russell Wilson will need to be extra special to pour this one out in Big D. But guess what? Zeke Elliott will be the key. If he gets 100 yards, Dallas will win. He will. Dallas wins at home by 3 and moves on to the playoffs as a dog horse for an NFC Super Bowl run.
Okay, look, everyone, if you're watching this right now, hit the share button, tag people you know on here. We don't mind.
Silk Partner says bandwagon. We're going to get to your team here shortly.
Yeah, we're going to get to your team.
Hey, Laurie. Hey, Silk. Thumbs up if you like the show. Keep watching.
Give everybody a thumbs up. Everybody share this video and tag it. And also, you can check us out if you're driving in your car. If you got to leave on xsquadradio.com. It's offered on what? Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play,
all that
iHeart
stuff.
Music. So anywhere you're streaming, you can tune in. Get on to the next
Hey, check this out. Hey, if you're newly joining the show, I'm Chocolate Hefe's homeboy fishing. We're going to get on to the next playoff game. And we talk. Here you go, Laura. Laurie, here, right for you. Number 12-4, LA Chargers at 10-6, Baltimore. Them Ravens are favored by 2.5 points and are led by sensational rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson. Who you like, homeboy fishing?
Look here. Last night, I watched the game, the replay from the earlier game this year. And boy, that was a game. That was a game. It was a game. It's a home game for Baltimore, but sorry. LA Chargers are 7-1 on the road with 1 road loss, and that was to Baltimore. So I say that's even. They took a 22-10 loss, but actually it was only 16-10. Antonio Gates fumbled the ball on a winning touchdown drive inside the, I think it was 30, 35. That would cost them the game. All right? Everyone who knows the sport, it's any sport. Anything you playing, it's hard to beat a team twice.
It is.
So is Lamar Jackson ready for the playoff? Stat. He is the youngest quarterback starting an NFL playoff game.
Congratulations, Lamar.
Congratulations. He took the record from guess who?
Cam Newton.
No, Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah,
all right, everybody forgot.
Very similar.
Same type of quarterbacks.
Right.
But I don't know. LA Chargers has had 7 turnovers in the last 2 games. So will they be able to beat them with that? Yes. Gordon will be back. So that increased their running game, take the pressure off of Rivers, because he throws the ball a hell of a lot. Excuse my language. And now Joey Bosa knows the speed of Jackson. When the first time you played him, a lot of people underestimate his speed. The weather is supposed to be spotty showers. So it's going to slow Lamar down some. The field is not going to be perfect.
I don't know if anything will slow that kid down.
Yeah, but now they understand his speed.
I got you.
But like I said,
speed. That joke is fast.
This is what NFL football is about. This is the best matchup all weekend I see. But like I said in the beginning, it is hard to beat a team twice, especially with a young quarterback running around. The defense won it for you last time, Lamar. You're going to have to win it this time, and I don't think you got it. Chargers by 3. You heard it here first.
All right. I saw Maurice said that Baltimore win on late interception. Greg Dendy says that I think by 7. Shout out to David Goodwin, the man who made this incredible Omega Man. Here we go. This right here, this matchup, LA and Baltimore are 2 sleeper teams that everyone was saying are going to be potentially make a Super Bowl run.
Correct.
Unfortunately, they got to meet during the first round. The Hefe likes the Chargers in this one, and let me tell you why. They met just 3 weeks ago. These were arguably the 2 hottest teams in the AFC when they squared off in L.A. They didn't play in Baltimore at that time. So, I think they lost someplace else. The Chargers did. In Lamar's best performance as a rookie, he ran and passed all over the Chargers to a 22-10 victory. Now, Phillip Rivers had arguably his worst game of the year. He threw for only 180 yards, 2 interceptions, and no touchdowns. Now, the rematch. Baltimore made a decision to go with Lamar Jackson, and it has paid off. They went to more of a read option offense, which he ran in Louisville. But he has the number 1 defense behind him to make mistakes, so he's very confident in his abilities. However, in the last game, running back Gordon was banged up, and I don't expect Phillip Rivers to have 2 bad games in a row.
He's back.
This is 100%. Probably Phillip Rivers' last chance at a Super Bowl, and he does have the weapons to make it run. Baltimore's number 1 defense will bend but not break in the first half, but too many weapons on the Chargers offense, so they will give up a couple of touchdowns in the second half. I like the Chargers pulling off the upset on the road by 7. L.A. Chargers by 7. Watch them moving on. Hey, check out, Maurice Turner says, check out X Squad Radio chat group to interact with us through X Squad Radio.
Right. Right now we can't interact with you because we shooting you live. We giving it to you,
Shooting you
Facebook.
live here, yeah.
And on X Squad Radio, hey, thanks for tuning in if you watching. Move on to the last game.
I'm sorry, Laurie, but yeah, I got to go against the Ravens. Great season, man, but you're going to see why they call these kids rookies. And after this first game, and he's going to have to be phenomenal. But our next game is a big one.
It's dedicated.
It's dedicated to Silk Partner, one of the most consistent, obnoxious, weird, cane-carrying Eagle fan I ever heard in my life. But here we go. We got the 9-7 Eagles at 12-4 Chicago. This one here, Chicago are 6-point favorites at home. Get a started, homeboy fish.
Look, I'm going to give you some quick stats. You tell me what team I'm talking about. They only allow 17.7 points per game. They have 27 interceptions. They only allow 80 yards rushing per game. They have 6 defensive touchdowns.
I got it.
What
Carolina.
team?
Carolina Panthers.
I wish it would be Carolina Panthers, but I'm talking about the Chicago Bears. Listen here, Silk Partner. St. Nick ain't it.
Ain't it.
I said it all last year, and I'm repeating myself. Lightning does not strike twice in the same place. The Eagles are here by default.
Ooh.
The Eagles are here only by default.
He called y'all an accident, Philly. He called y'all an
because
accident.
of a tie from Minnesota.
He called y'all an accident.
Okay? They're here by default.
Eagles, you a oops, baby.
In week 2 to the Green Bay Packers. They're here on a tie because of week 2, the Green Bay Packers tied with Philly. With the Minnesota. That's why they're here. So now you got Matt. He will hit St. Nick. He will put him out. So who you left with then? Nate Sudfeld. Okay?
Who?
Nate Sudfeld is the backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, no, you cannot protect St. Nick against the Mac attack. Nate Sudfeld, and I asked why Kaepernick is not playing in the NFL, but I'll keep that to another day. Nate Sudfeld, you know what his stats are? He 1 for 22 with a negative 2 yards rushing.
1 for 22. You still in NFL. They don't get Kaepernick a job. Moving on.
Okay, moving on. That's why I said, Eagles, you're here by default only. Chicago in a blowout. Y'all can go to bed early Sunday night.
Oh, my God.
Chicago by 17.
Homeboy fish, and guess what? The Heffy like Chicago, too.
You joking. Is it because of the stats I gave you from the beginning?
Yeah, and then some. Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
Let me start out by saying, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you something, Silk Partner. The Eagles, let me start by saying that the defending Super Bowl champions, which they are, they earned the right to be here. I'm going to give them that much. Guess what?
No, they did not.
They won their last 5 out of 6 games to defend their title. So Philly fans should be excited. But the consolation prize, they have to travel to Chi-Town and face the most talented defense in the NFC. Khalil Mack and company are number 1 in interceptions, number 3 in sacks, and the number 3 overall defense. Let that sink in, Silk Partner. They also have, the Chicago Bears also have the Epsom salt of football in Tyreek Cohen.
Oh, hey, is that our play cousin?
That's our play cousin. Go get it, play cousin.
Go get it, play cousin.
Why I say Epsom salt? Because they use that stuff on everything. Plant fertilizer, soil mussels, and even diarrhea. Speaking of diarrhea, I expect Chicago to run right through those Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday. And the blowout game of the weekend, Chicago by 14.
You heard that? They only hit by default.
Bye-bye, Silk Partner.
No more carrying that stick.
That oops baby is no more, baby. That oops baby is no more. I'm sorry. Hey, as a recap here, we both like Chicago. We both like Chargers. We're split on the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. He like the Seattle Seahawks, and we both like Indy. So those are picks of the week. Come on board. And as a recap, he likes Alabama. I like Clemson for the national championship game. Hey, check this out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Like,
Give us
follow,
our opinions
share.
here.
X Squad Radio.
Hey, we're going to get into our topics of the week. And
Go
guess
ahead.
what, folks? You got 4 of them.
4 topics.
We got some quick hitters for you, though.
quick.
Okay, the first one here is we're going to talk about Black Monday in the NFL.
Is it Black Monday? Oh,
I'm going to get this one started.
Go ahead.
At Black Monday NFL, okay, we got 8 NFL coaches that have been fired this season.
8.
6 of them on Black Monday. Out of the 8, 5 were black. That means 62% of the coaches were fired.
How many?
62%
Of black?
of the coaches that were fired were black.
Woo!
Is it fair or unfair? Let's take a quick look at the numbers. Okay. I'm just going to give you the overall stat.
Give me the
they
stat.
have won.
The people, what are you talking about now?
I'm talking about these coaches here. They have won 32% of their games combined. Only Marvin Lewis at 131 and 122 losses and 3 ties has a 51% winning percentage. Everyone else has below a 40% winning percentage. So, I don't like it. But the deciding factor is not color. It's wins. But let me ask you a question. If you did your job right 32% of the time, will you get fired?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I think so. So, I don't think it's a black thing. I think it's a winning thing. So, it is what it is. What you got on the home?
Look here. Jets, Nick, whatever his name, Bowles.
Todd
Bowles, who looked like he eating pudding. He looked like he want to ask somebody for some pudding. He should have been got fired. And Cincinnati's Marvin Lewis, he been there long enough to own the team. So if he stacked his money right, Marvin, go buy your own team. You should have been fired.
Homeboy Fishing, Todd Bowles had a record of 24-40.
How in the world he keep a job?
38% win percentage.
All right, what about Lewis? Lewis, but how many games Lewis played?
Lewis was with
But he
Cincinnati for
played
about 10 seasons.
250 games
256 games.
256 games with Cincinnati and only won half of them, and
Correct.
he still has a job.
Steve Wilkes, he won only 3 games this year after one season. He only won 19% of his games.
And they got him up out of there quick.
Hugh Jackson in Cleveland only won 20% of his games. He's 11-44-1. You got to go. And finally, Vance Joseph for Denver only won 34% of his games. He's 11-21, folks. Let's not, we black folks, we sometimes can be kind of sensitive.
Yeah.
This is not a black thing.
It ain't a black
it's
thing.
It's a W thing.
It's about W.
Wins.
Look, old boy in Pittsburgh. He still got his job.
He still got his job because he win and win and win. Hey, all right. Let's keep it moving, man. We're going to let Todd Bowles eat all the Jell-O pudding pops he can.
You're
have
right.
here.
Yeah, don't even be a pudding pop.
Here we go. Our next topic of the week is the college football playoff mess. Homeboy Fish, you want to get it started?
Look at here. The 2 best teams are playing.
Say it
like
again.
I told you,
Say
the
it
2
again.
best teams in the NCAA are playing.
Like it or not.
And like you said, how much are the ticket sales as low as?
Less than $100.
Okay,
In
less
some
than
states.
$100. So, NCAA, if you're listening, listen good. You need to go to a 6-team system. You have lost all your West Coast viewers, your Midwest viewers, your North viewers. All your viewers are coming from those people down in Alabama
And Clemson.
and Clemson. CLEMSO.
That's a Clemson fight song, by
That's
the way.
because the fight's on. But them boys down in Alabama, why pay $100 when they can't go outside and shoot their guns every time Alabama score a touchdown? They're not paying to go to these games.
What are they shooting at, man? They just shoot.
They just shoot. Roll Tide. That's what that might get. They picked it right.
Okay. Hey, check this out, homeboy Fish. Those are some great notes there, bro.
Yeah.
He right. I ain't thinking about Alabama fans need to shoot that shotgun every time they get down. But check
Oh,
this
you
out.
disappointed in Georgia? Georgia
Okay,
at the
I'm gonna
edge.
talk about that, Maurice. And Reggie, you right. Wilkes should have deserved another season, but I don't know if we would have got better in Arizona.
Oh, hey, he going back to Carolina.
And so,
I
I
heard.
think so too. That's a good move,
Yeah,
for Carolina.
so good.
So at first with the college football playoff, I was like, why isn't Georgia in the playoffs?
They lost 2 games.
But
That's
then
why.
they went to the Sugar Bowl and got their asses kicked.
They got whooped.
Even Ugga, the mascot,
Got-
got a taste from the Texas Longhorn mascot, Bebo.
And you know what Ugga did when Bebo came at
he
him?
got the scooting. I ain't never seen a bulldog move so quick in my life.
He put that old man between him and the bull.
Bruh.
The dog did.
The dog is smart. Hey, I don't know, but to be honest with you, bro, I don't know if more is best. but at least give each conference and one independent team a chance to play. So maybe 8 teams, 6 teams. Still, the committee is quality over quantity. Pick the best teams, not the best records. Look on paper. Look on paper. And by the way, the 2 best teams are squaring off on Monday. So we got what we want. You might not like how we got here, but if you want to keep the West Coast and Midwest involved, you got to expand the playoffs.
You got to.
And NCAA is a win-win for you because that means more money. More money.
More money.
Okay, let's move on. Hey, if you haven't heard, we had 2 big-time coaches resign after the end of the season. Ohio State's Urban Meyer and Mark Richt. You got anything to say about that?
And you know what? Both of them resigned. You know why? They tired. Being an NCAA coach is not an easy job. And after the controversies up in Ohio State, Mark Richt going back to his alma mater and not winning.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's kind of...
You hear what Maurice said? He said the Ugger ain't a real dog. He said his dog would have stood his ground.
Oh, Maurice got a big pit bull. I ran out of
that pit bull. By the time that real bull is done with that pit bull, you need to take him to the pet cemetery and revive him because he's a done deal.
We're gonna hook him.
I don't care what it is.
But both of these 2 coaches,
yeah,
they tired. They just tired. And NCAA coach is very hard. It's very hard.
You're right.
Very hard.
I just think, but me personally, when it comes to these 2 coaches, Mark Richt, who retired, and Urban Meyer, is that the old school way of coaching is no more.
Yeah, the game has
So
changed.
either conform or be prepared to have your name, your reputation, and your family smeared through the court of public opinion. So enjoy your retirement. Good decision, gentlemen. Good decision. And our last topic of the week, I know y'all hear about it, is Antonio Brown suspension. We're gonna talk about that, but I saw Antonio Brown on that new show, Masked Singer.
Masked Singer.
No
Antonio
wonder.
Brown is a celebrity. He ain't worried about that.
And that's what happened. He's transitioning. So I'm gonna start off with Antonio Brown here. Antonio Brown has been acting a damn fool lately. Okay, if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you keep up with it probably more than I do.
Reach out and touch a Steelers hand. Check on him every Sunday. If you can.
And you might want to now because after 5 straight seasons of 100 yards and 100 receptions and 1,000 yards, there may be no more.
No more.
You have to understand that. But to be as good as Antonio Brown is, you have to want the football. Selfish. Let's not kid ourselves. The wide receivers are equivalent to NBA basketball divas. And Antonio Brown is one of the biggest divas in the league. So Pittsburgh has a decision to make. Do you trade all that productivity, or do you keep the hot maintenance wide receiver? One thing about Pittsburgh, they are receiver rich with Juju, Rodgers, and Washington waiting in the wings. So we shall see. What you got to say about Antonio Brown?
I know what I got to say about Antonio Brown. He's a diva. He's a diva. Yeah. But look, Pittsburgh, you cut him. And we'll take him in Carolina. You can say what you want to say. Him and Cam Newton were throwing the ball this summer. Antonio, quit on them. Come south. It's warm in Charlotte. It's a lot warmer than in Pittsburgh, and the roads are not as bumpy. Hey, y'all can say what y'all want to.
The roads are what, not as bumpy?
They're not as bumpy. I heard Pittsburgh got some of the worst roads in America. Pothole heaven. But you know what? Antonio, you can come play with Carolina. I don't care.
Let me tell you something. I'll take him for a year because after a while, that mouth is going to get on my nerves too. He's going to turn into a Josh Norman on the offensive side of the football, man. But, hey, bro, I don't have – that's all of our subject for today.
Oh, no. You didn't give me a shot. We changed the format.
I'm so sorry. We got one more thing to talk about.
We got one more segment.
Talk to me.
It's your fishing forecast. You know what? I was out there, got caught in a rain shower yesterday, but these new homeboy fishing sweatshirt repel the water.
It's warm, bro.
And they warm. Feel that right there. It repels the water. I was not soaking wet and was able to get some yesterday on the lake.
What's that made out of? Cool?
I don't know. It feel good. Hit me up if you're looking for one. But today is a very big day for me. Because you know why?
What's that?
Jada is going fishing with me.
Jada?
Yeah, tell everybody who Jada is.
Jada is his lovely daughter and my niece, who's 19-year-old and kind of diva-ish, so I cannot imagine.
But you know what? I didn't get to say my favorite. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. All I care about is what Jada Cohen thinks today because she's going fishing with her dad today. So you know what? Special shout out to X Squad Radio. Hey, everyone on here, we're about to get off Facebook Live. And so if you can, we're going to have a quick snippet.
What's the number?
On the X Squad Radio. We're going to give out the numbers later because I got a caller calling in on my X Squad Radio. When he call in, we're going to be live on the radio with the X Squad. Oh, Antoine, send one up the road. Of course you want one, Antoine. Ooh, it feel good. But we're going to transfer on over and finish this show out on X Squad Radio. And
hey, check this out. We're going to rock
out.
Check this out, folks. I want to give one final shout out to our nephew, Corey Cohen, who turns 21. Welcome to being legal in Black Man in America.
Yeah, welcome to getting life if you slip.
Shout out to all our fans. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Shout out to xsquad.com. You can look at it on what? You can listen to it on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, any of your streaming devices. We're going to be on there like right after this show for a couple of more minutes. So everyone tune on over. Chocolate Hefe, get us out of here. Jada Cohen, thanks for the love, Gary Pearson. Hey, go back and watch the show, Gary. Go to xsquad.com.
Gary Pearson, let me just go ahead and fast forward the show. Philly loses. There we go.
Deuces, we love y'all. Peace.